Alright, guys, we're live. Ugh. I do have a headache, which is not fun. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. We're gonna do a short stream, I know that much. Ugh. Mrs. Biffle Chips, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Sleepy because of cold, makes sense. I'm not feeling great, not gonna lie. Ugh. So what have you been up to lately, Mrs. Biffle Chips? I'm watching a documentary about a prison, and there's a guy who they're interviewing, and he was convicted and got 8 life sentences. But the stupid thing is, in Britain, a life sentence is only 25 years. With an early release clause, right? And it was run concurrently, not in series. So he only served like 18 years of 8 life sentences. Does that seem right to you? It doesn't to me. Makes you wonder why. 1, they call them life sentences limited to 25 years, and 2, they sent him with 8 of them if he's doing them in parallel. Exactly, right? So depending on the type of crime and depending on the type of sentence and everything, they can be served concurrently, which means at the same time, obviously. So you would only serve whatever the longest. Let's say you got 5 sentences, and they've ranged from 8 to 12 years, you'd serve 12 years. Probably, Mrs. Biffle Chips. I do not know of many cases where they've been ordered to serve in series. In fact, I don't think I know of a single one off the top of my head, which is a bit weird. We do have what we call whole life orders, which is you will die in prison. I mean, because of the European Court of Human Rights, they have to have a legal review after so long. The legal review is after 50 years. So theoretically speaking, a whole life order could be just 50 years. But as far as I know, not a single whole life order has ever been, nobody's ever been released. It's a legal formality that they have to have a review at some point during the sentence on paper. Otherwise, we would be in breach of the European Court of Human Rights. So theoretically, they have a review, but as far as I know, they have never granted release to anyone on a whole life order unless they're dying. So like, you get, if you're like, if you got like 4 weeks left to live, you got cancer and whatnot, and you need to spend the rest of your life in hospital, you get compassionate release. Where it's like, yeah, you can go home and die now. Things like that happen, but if they're like, yeah, you've got metastasized cancer in all of your organs, you're gonna die. They don't want them to have to live in prison because they would become a target, because prisoners be like that. So they get released into a care home or hospital or something like that. Not under lock and key. They're officially released. They're officially free. If they want to like run away from the hospital and not receive medical treatment and do whatever they want to do, they're welcome to do so. But if you're getting compassionate release, you probably don't have the energy or the will to go and cause trouble, because it's not a case of you're a bit unwell. It's a case of, you know, my theory is they just can't keep up with the prisoner can't keep up with the rigors of the prison system at that point. They get compassionate release when they're so exhausted and so run down that they just cannot, you know, they cannot wake up when they're meant to, and they can't do the work they're meant to, and all of that. So they can't effectively operate within the routines and schedules of a prison. That's kind of the way I work it out as. So like, so really they're just releasing them so that they're not a burden on the prison. But if you're at that point, you know, you're not going to be alive much longer, and you're probably not going to be causing problems. You know, if you're sleeping 16 hours a day because you're having chemo and you're very unwell, you probably... Exactly, Mrs. Biffle Chips, exactly. You're probably not going to be going committing crime, you know? Let's do the maths. 239, add 774, add 192. 1,205 cores. But yeah, so we have a weird system in the UK when it comes to prisoners and things. So, how are you feeling with being ill? Like, is it bad? Or are you, like, mostly okay, or what? Like, how ill do you feel on a scale of 1 to 12? Yes, I said 1 to 12. Live with it. Serene Spirit, 45 teak planks, I'll take it. And there's a dog barking, sorry if the microphone's picking that up. Not bad, just feel sleep congested and foggy. Objectively not very ill, but it certainly wipes out. Yeah, I know that feeling. Like, it's amazing how easy it is to like be to just lose all motivation when you're even remotely ill. You know, like it doesn't take a lot of feeling crummy to just ruin your motivation. Call. That's for Missing Beef Chips. I kind of feel the same. I do also get pretty depressed when I'm feeling ill. As you may have seen on Discord, I play Football Manager a lot. My team got promoted last season, and I'm currently in second with my first season in this league. And like, I really don't want to get promoted again because I hate the board of this team. We were like just scraping by financially. You know, we were like breaking even most seasons. Everything was fine. And then they took out a £6 million loan to build a new stadium that, in my opinion, we didn't need. They were like we our it's not like we were filling the stadium. We were like, we got a 4,500 seat stadium, and we get like 1,000 people watching our games on average. So we didn't need a new stadium. You know, it's not like we were limited by our stadium, and so now our finances are fucked. And they keep having everybody like keeps talking about how we're in a bad financial situation. I'm like, we didn't need to be. It was just not needed at the time. You know, you just fucked our finances for no benefit. Yeah, exactly. Call. Alright. Thank you, Internet. I love it. That's what we need. RIP. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty rough today. I was meant to be going spending time with family, and I was like, I'm sorry guys, I just can't. Yeah. I got a doctor's appointment on the 22nd, which is the soonest I could make one. I'm just going to do half an hour if that's alright, Mrs. Bifflechips. Can't wait to get all these appointments sorted and get an adjustment to my meds. Oh, I'm so tired, I might go back to bed. Go and play Football Manager in bed. Makes sense, Mrs. Biffle Chips, makes sense. Just grabbed another car. Alright, so we're at half an hour. Guys, Mrs. Biffle Chips, thank you for hanging out, much appreciated. Time to go to bed. Have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, evening. Whatever justice life is video on YouTube, guys. Craft yourself, stay safe, and last but not least, as always, is